Cuban President Raul Castro has urged the U.S. to end its trade embargo after the two countries opened formal talks on restoring diplomatic relations. He said the 5-decade embargo caused enormous human and economic damage. But only the U.S. Congress has the power to lift the embargo, and correspondents say many Republicans are still deeply opposed to this. On Wednesday, U.S. President Barack Obama and Mr. Castro agreed a number of measures to improve ties. They included the release by Cuba of U.S. contractor Alan Gross and 3 Cubans held in the U.S. Relations between the U.S. and Cuba have been frozen since the early 1960s, when the U.S. broke off diplomatic relations and imposed a trade embargo after Cuba's revolution led to communism. But in unprecedented moves on Wednesday, Mr. Obama said the rigid and outdated policy of isolating Cuba had clearly failed. He said economic reforms were still needed in Cuba and human rights that needed to be upheld. But he said it was time for a new approach. Mr. Obama added that the U.S. was looking to open an embassy in Havana in the coming months. The BBC's Barbara Plitt-Usher in Washington says that although Mr. Obama has the authority to normalize relations with Cuba and increase the flow of people and money, only Congress can lift the embargo. The president still faces strong opposition from some in Congress who view the Cuban regime as a repressive dictatorship, she says. Cuban-American Republican Senator Marco Rubio said he would do all he could to unravel the plan. Fellow Senators John McCain and Lindsey Graham said the shift in policy reflected America and the values it stands for in retreat and decline.